What's up, everybody? Icebreaker here, coming at you with, I want to say sneak peek video, but I don't know. I don't know if it's classed as a sneak peek, but we'll go with that anyway. I've got some friends on call. We've got Beast and Martin. What's happening, boys?
What's happening?
We've also got some members of the community on call tonight as well. We've got the lovely Nanna Kay. What's happening, Kay?
Oh yeah.
And we've got Lolo as well. Lolo's on call.
Hey guys, how you doing?
And for this video, we're going to be discussing the sneak peek teaser things that have been shared in the community and by Supercell themselves, as well as the pictures and stuff that were given to all the creators, all the BoomTubers and stuff have given pictures to release. We're going to look at them all. We're going to see what we each think, put a little video together for you guys, and sort of put an overview on it all. So, should we start at the beginning, I suppose? What do you reckon?
Yeah. Good a place as any.
Yeah, so as you probably know, each month in Boom Beach we get a video, this month in Boom Beach video tells you what's happening with proto troops and all the events and stuff that goes on throughout the month. It gives you all the dates. However, this month had a little bit extra at the end of it. I don't know how many people caught it, but after the Mega Crab section portion of that video, there was this little clip I'm going to play now. So as you can see, Dr. T there is being dragged through the ice, and that was it. That was at the very end of this month in Boom Beach. I'll play it again. You can't hear the sound on this one, obviously, but it sounds like he's being pulled by something mechanical. So that was at the end of the December video, and then what was next, Beast? Was it Morse code?
Next was the Morse code, yeah.
Do you want to explain that one?
So we was given a little task. It was put out in the Discord community as well for us to decipher the new code on the mines, which we've always had codes on there. We've always had little messages in the mines, and they had just changed them, and we was given a task to try and figure that out, which took a little while, but we did get there in the end.
Yeah.
And obviously it said slushies for everyone.
Yep.
Which was a little bit cryptic in itself.
Absolutely. So yeah, for the guys who don't know, the mines, the main mines that you get in game, if you watch the flashing light on the top, that flashing light is actually Morse code. It's been in the game for as long as I've played it. I've known mines flashed in Morse code. Supercell are known for releasing dates for events and other little teasers and things in that flash in the Morse code. So that was teaser 2, which we did a video on. I'll leave a link to that video in the description if you want to check that one out. And then yesterday, it was the pictures, wasn't it? We all got pictures to share out. I'll show you our one. Okay, so this is the teaser pic that we were given to share. It's a piece of intel on the beach, and it says "Litter makes me angry." Arr. And it's got secret recipe. You can see secret recipes pretty clear. It's got add ice and other slushy ingredients on it. So what do we make of that one then, peeps?
Well, at first my initial thought was maybe there's an update coming. Maybe they're going to add more percentages to the ice statues, as I know a lot of people are saying that there's not been enough added to defense when there's been so much added to offense. Yeah. So I thought initially it could be that.
Makes sense.
But yeah, but not so much now.
Yeah, I think since we've seen the other pictures of that, I think that's become apparent that might not be the case. What do you reckon, Lolo?
Yeah.
What do you make of this one?
As I look at that, I see the snow on the top, so it's all leading up to something about snow. That doesn't look like sand on the top.
Yeah, snow, ice. It's that whole cold,
like
wintry feel.
We're on a beach, and there's snow on the top of the intel. There's a bunch of different things that are going through my head, but I'll probably go with, because we're talking about slushy, right?
Yeah.
And
It's a cryptic one, isn't it? What do you think, Kay?
Would it not have something to do with like a freeze beam on a lasertron type thing, or?
Yeah, well, see, that's been quite a popular sort of submission, I think. A lot of people thinking this is related to the cryo tank, which should have been called the Cryotron. Well, I don't know why Supercell missed that one, but it should have been called the Cryotron. The cryo tank's coming on the 14th, I believe. Lots of people are thinking that, but I don't know. I don't think it is going to be a new proto troop, because they haven't hyped up any of the other new proto troops like this. They haven't done sneak peeks. They haven't done teasers for them. So I don't know.
I don't. As you said, I don't think it would make sense for them to go ahead and put all this effort into a proto troop when they haven't before.
Yeah, when we know it's coming already anyway. So it's not like it'll be a surprise either.
At the same time, it's surprising that they've gone to all this effort of changing the minds, putting out these pictures, doing the latest video with Dr. T, for them to only put ice and change the theme on our main Boom Beach island.
Of course, because the winter skin was applied today, wasn't it?
Yeah, and we've had winter skins every year for the last few years, so it just seemed a little strange that it's all of a sudden become such a big deal.
I think that's just convenient. I think that's just convenient timing.
I don't think you can read anything into the winter skin in relation to whatever this is that we're building up to. One of the things that we've discussed and that has been happening is a lot more cryo-based troops. We had the cryo tanks or the cryotrons, obviously the cryoneers, the cryogramps as well.
Yeah.
There's the cryo bombs that have been around for quite a while, but there's more and more sort of freeze features being added to the game all the time.
That's right. Yeah.
There's one thing I was thinking about. You remember how I mentioned earlier, guys, about how in Crab you can there's those cryo buildings that you blow up and it freezes everything around it. And I mentioned to you guys maybe it'll be in Dr. T. They'll throw that somehow into Dr. T bases the next time it comes around or whatever. What if
it's interesting you
winter season? What if for this winter season they, you know how they give us a Christmas tree, they give us this. Maybe we can throw out a couple of those in our own base or something like that.
Maybe, yeah. It's interesting you say that, because it's a good segue to move on to the next picture. This one was Zedmots. So you can see there it's a fridge in the water, and it's got, you can see the letters EIL, and it says which is obviously, it's quite clear that there's a missing letter there for evil.
Should we just first of all just give a quick shout out to Zedmot and say thanks a lot for sharing that picture? Yeah,
for sure. We'll be leaving links to all these guys' videos in the description too, so you can all check out their teaser videos and their pictures and posts and stuff they put up. I'll put all that in the description. It's all good. But yeah, it's a fridge, and in Zedmot's video, he talks about Rush Wars. The game that Supercell binned off recently. They had a gunboat style ability of a fridge that when it landed, it froze troops and buildings and stuff for a short period of time. So that's what he's thinking. He's thinking it's something like that, either a temporary gunboat ability or a building perhaps. Something like that related to the fridge. What do you think?
Yeah. They have brought aspects of other games into it, just like they've used aspects of Boom Beach in other games as well.
Yeah.
But an extra gunboat ability, in my opinion, isn't something that's going to be brought in. It's been 3 years, I would say, 4 years.
Maybe.
Since they've added anything gunboat ability-wise. I mean, they've done temporary GBAs.
We've got all the temporary
Do you think that they might be? Do you think they might be now rolling out a few new extra gunboat abilities, like the temporary ones that we already get?
Temporary ones, maybe. I don't think it'd be a permanent.
Yeah, obviously we've got proto troops. We had the Lasertron, Critter Cannon, and the mortar tank thing for 18 months, 2 years, and then all of a sudden they rolled out like 10 new ones, didn't they? Wonder if this might be the start of the rolling out of new temporary gunboat abilities to be added to that cycle of proto troops.
There's already, though, a fair chunk of gunboat abilities, isn't there? What is it, 8 in total?
Yeah, I can't see them chucking a fridge in there.
Everything but the kitchen sink.
Maybe a dishwasher.
Dishwasher, maybe.
Dishwasher, maybe. Yeah, someone had to get that in.
Oh, how we all laugh.
Sorry.
What about you, Lolo? What do you think?
Fridge and water. So maybe we're gonna find stuff in the water if we look around. It's a vast base. Our base, when you look at it, there's a lot of water around it, and if you go around, I don't know if you guys have ever packed around the waters. You see your sharks, you see your birds and stuff like that as you zoom out. But maybe they throw in some stuff where there's an iceberg. Maybe you can grab some diamonds from out there. Maybe there's something you can get out there, because there's so much space wasted, and I think they should be able to use it.
Maybe. It's an interesting idea.
And then it wouldn't be something that people would know about. It would have to be like word of mouth. Like I'll look at the different things on the in the trees and stuff like that, just to see what's there, especially with like warships.
Yeah.
It's so new to everybody that you can't really memorize it right now. But if something changes, it could mean something as well, right?
Sure.
But getting back to the fridge, I'm not sure how a fridge comes together in the water and why it's floating. But
the only way that I can see that the fridge in the water is significant to this, and it being sort of an ice takeover of everything, is that the fridge
it's got a freezer, right?
And that's the only significance that I can really see.
Cool.
Do you think there's any significance in the V not being in evil, that in some way represents something? I've literally just noticed that if you take the V out of evil and spell it backwards, it spells lie. Do you think this is just a hoax?
That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Wow.
Might have been on far too many conspiracy videos.
Yeah.
It could be a typo by Supercell.
It's not quite April, though, is it? Right. Let's move on. Let's move on to Chicken's picture. This one is a picture of the Cryoneer's hat on top of a stone, and it says, "Someone's up to something chilly, but who?" Do we think?
Not a Cryoneer.
Yeah, no, probably not. Again, I think it's just playing into the whole thing of the ice and the cold, that whole winter Christmassy feel, isn't it?
Yeah.
But the whole thing about it being a Cryoneer's hat, could it be playing in? Could that be sort of signifying that it may be a troop of some sort? I don't know. What do you
It'd be lovely if they gave the Cryoneer a buff and actually let her do some damage.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that. But so what do you think, Lolo? What do you make of this one?
She's useless.
What do you think, Lolo?
Looking at that, looks like the Cryoneer. She's gained a little bit of weight. But it could be a troop. That's obviously what they're trying to tell us here, but I don't believe it's going to be a troop.
Yeah, no, I'm not convinced either.
It's hard to say from that photo.
It's very cryptic, this one, isn't it?
Chilly, but who? Maybe they're adding a Thyro to another troop that we already have.
But see, this whole thing of "but who" kind of rolls into the next pick. We'll get into that. What do you think, Kay?
Well, I'm just with that pick. I'm just wondering, are they just going to strengthen the beam so that it actually kills stuff?
Maybe. We said about it says about but who. If we move on to Opdestroy's picture that he was given to release for his sneak peek teaser pick, it's a pic of a snowflake, a bit of frost, something like that, and it says he's been making snowflakes. It's got question mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark. But on the right hand arm of this snowflake, it's got property of Dr. T stamped on it. So again, we're rolling with this whole ice theme. It's cold, chilly. What do you make of this though? The whole property of Dr. T.
Well, this is where we know that it's Dr. T up to his old shenanigans again, isn't it? Really,
shenanigans. We like shenanigans, don't we?
Yeah.
So
That's a good word.
So this is the point where I would sort of start leaning towards a new event or a Dr. T challenge of some kind. Obviously, he has his Mega Crab, so I don't know. Is there going to be a wintry Mega Crab, perhaps?
I'm looking at the picture now, trying to study it. I'm not seeing too much. The one thing that pops out to me is the center of the snowflake. That kind of reminds me of, what is that gunboat ability?
Oh, the remote defib.
The shield.
The shield. So
Cryo shield.
like, that's what it looks like to me, right? The inside of a snowflake.
Yeah, I can see that.
Other than that, I'm looking at the leaves and I don't see much pattern.
Yeah, there's not a lot to go on, is there? Take a look at Skull Crushers, which is this one. Now, this one gives away a little bit more. I think we can go into depth a little bit more with this one. This one is a picture of Bullet, and it says, "This guy looks suspicious." And then in the background, it's got the picture of an ice statue. So again, with the ice theme. But what do you make of this one, Beast?
Not that much. I know you said there's quite a lot to go on here. But apart from the ice statue and an ice base, I don't think there's too much more to look into it. There's no difference with Bullet. There's nothing on him that says that there's going to be anything different.
No, true. But it's definitely, it's when you look at the background, sort of looking beyond the obvious of Bullet and the statue. Again, it's this whole tropical, it's a tropical island, isn't it? There's no snow on none of these. The only one that had snow is the icicle. So, but I'll come back to that in a minute. There's a reason why I said that, so we'll come back to that.
The ice statue looks beefed up.
Yeah, it does look a bit mean, doesn't it, compared to...
Do you know what I mean? Like, from looking, obviously I've got a lot of Boom Beach pictures from making them.
Yeah.
And he looks beefed up.
He does.
Compared to...
Does his emblem always shine, Beast?
No. It's pretty much just a standard colour all the way through. But he looks ripped, and he's got markings on him as well, so it looks like a different ice statue.
Yeah, his face, it looks kind of like a warrior's face.
He does.
But with a frown.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
If you had to stand there all day holding that stick, you would be frowning too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. All right, then. So moving on to Cosmic Duos, they got two pictures, and this is them. They've got on the picture on the left, it's a pile of cryo bombs, and it says Robot Turtle Cryo Eggs. Wow, I'm not sure what to make of that. And on the other picture, it is a Cryoneer's weapon, all frozen up, and it says, "Someone's messed with the Cryoneer's weapon. She's gonna be angry." So I think
Okay,
these
so
are
with the cryo eggs.
Yep.
You think of the main time we get a cryo bomb is during a mega crab. Mega crab we've had mega turtles.
Yep, we've had
Turtles
one
lay
mega
eggs.
turtle, yeah. Yep. And see that's that. Nice. I'm leaning even more towards an event of some kind now. Okay, any thoughts?
I'm baffled.
I think everybody's baffled. I think that's definitely the word of the day when it comes to all these teasers. There's just so much to go on. They all sort of lead to sort of different things. They hint towards different things. If you try reading between the lines, then you can get 10 different answers, can't you? Again, it's all fitting in with the ice theme and just generally the winter theme, isn't it? But yeah, I wonder now if this is like a new.
I do think that's going to be part of the Christmas mega crab. Is quite possibly going to be a turtle instead of a crab, like we've seen on a couple of occasions.
Yeah, that's it's an interesting thought actually, because mega crab this year is on Christmas Day, isn't it? So it is technically the Christmas mega crab, if you put it that way. So doing something special for that would be a nice little touch. So maybe that's right.
It would be, yeah. I'm looking at robot turtle cryo eggs, and trying to play it back in my head. It looks like they want us to figure something out there, as in maybe a play with those 3 words.
You think? You think it may be an anagram?
Yeah, there's no anagram.
It could be.
Interesting idea. Maybe
my mind works a little bit different sometimes.
Yeah, we know it. But that's an interesting idea. If anybody watching likes to do an anagram, maybe they can go over these pictures and see if they can find any hidden messages within them. It's an interesting idea. So moving on then, let's look at the other 2 that Supercell put out themselves, which is these 2 here. Now, the one on the left is a picture obscured by somebody's finger. It says, "Whose finger is this? Oh, mine." Not sure who that's meant to be. And the one on the right says, it's a picture of Bullet, and it's saying, "I'm so confused, and that makes me mad." So, obviously the picture on the left isn't much to go on, but there's obviously something there they want us to see.
I think with the picture on the left, in the bottom right corner, you just see a little bit of whatever the finger is obscuring, and to me, that looks like the base of a statue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just as a old head in Boom who remembers all the adverts, Mega Crab 5, I think it was, off the top of my head. So they released a video for Mega Crab 5, and it was one where Dr. T had loads of tattoos on him.
Yeah,
Remember
that was for the
picture?
5th anniversary, wasn't it? 5th birthday.
Yeah.
Okay, so that picture that video was done in that exact same location. Look at the tree, look at the rock.
Yeah, that's true,
That's where that video was taken.
That is true.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that is interesting. What about the old picture of Bullet? "I'm so confused, and that makes me mad."
Maybe somebody stronger than him is coming?
Perhaps.
Is that possible?
Maybe. Seen all the sneak peek pictures, all the teasers and that have been posted in the community and by Supercell. We've seen the Dr. T being dragged through the ice. And since we prepped for making this video, Supercell have also released another video of Dr. T talking to the picture of the turtle, and he presses the button and everything turns to ice. Now we said that was sort of signifying the turning on of the winter skin, didn't we? But I think that also ties into what all of this is too. I don't think Supercell are going to go to all these lengths for a prototype that we already knew was coming, or a winter skin that we already knew was coming. I don't see the value in them doing that.
Nope.
So Go on then, Martin. Fill us in. What do you make of all this?
I'm not quite sure. We've looked at all the pictures and we've sort of discussed each one and what it could mean. And I don't think that there's anything to come from any individual picture. I think you kind of have to look at all 8 pictures together. Now, Bullet features quite heavily in those pictures, doesn't he? So does that mean that it's going to be something Bullet related? Obviously, there's the cryo thing, and then there's the messages underneath, and that's where I've got a feeling that you touched on it a moment ago, about an anagram. Now, obviously, there's a lot of characters there to throw an anagram out of, but I just kind of wonder whether there's actually more information in those messages that are written than there first appears.
Maybe. So there you go then, guys.
You know,
for the people who are watching this, we'll throw it out there. If somebody can find a hidden message in all of the pictures, all the little captions under the pictures, we'll put them. We've made them all available on Facebook and on Telegram and stuff, so you can go and pick them up, or you can pick them up from the other BoomTubers. But if you can find a hidden message, you let us know, and we'll get you on call in a video, and we'll talk it through just like this. If you can find a hidden message. So there's a challenge thrown down to the community. See if you can find some evidence of that. Lolo, what do you make of it all together?
There's a lot of pictures, different stuff in each. As Martin said, Bullet came into a lot of it.
Yeah.
The Cyro Near, she came into it as a rock, as she's no longer there. I don't know.
Obviously,
to be honest, I'm looking at it, trying to figure it out, and this is the first time I've seen these pictures, right? So I'm excited. I want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see what's gonna come out of it, because this game is a lot of my time, and I love it. You know what I mean? So let's have some fun with it.
Sure. So, Kay, what's your sort of conclusion on it all?
I've got all sorts of things going in my head. I like critters that are cryo-based, or a great walk-off statue instead of the 2 ice statues, or something with that statue, because he's well ugly. He ain't happy.
Okay, that's not a very nice way to think about Beast now, is it? Come on. We're all friends here. Myself,
I don't know. I think I'm more confused now than I was before.
Well, that's helpful. Brilliant.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I think we're all confused, Kay. I think that's...
When was the last time we had a new statue?
We haven't. We've never had new statues.
What about an ice statue where you can select the balance between... So you could have it at 100% building health but no building damage, or 100% building damage and no building health, or somewhere on a sliding scale in between, 50-50,
right,
70-30.
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, but if they're going to do that for ice, wouldn't they do that for troop damage and troop health too?
Well, they've already done a lot to the offense to the game in the last little while.
Yeah.
It's true. I mean,
so how cool would that be? Like, if you look at that one statue picture with the ice statue, and he looks buffed up, but he also has an emblem in the middle of his chest.
Yeah.
I've
never seen that before.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah. I think the other thing that we kind of have to think about, bear in mind, is the video that was posted today where Dr. T talks about turning on the slushy machine, and the fact that the mines, right at the beginning of all this, the mines spell out slushies for everyone. I think that the word slushies is going to feature somewhere in whatever this turns out to be.
I think slushies will come into it. It will be like the bio caption for whatever it is that's coming. Will have a bio caption like things in your armory and stuff. You know, you got where's my armory? on the bottom of the troops. You see it says they're knockout artists for long range attacks, blah, blah, yada, yada. Supercell tend to put fun little captions under some of the troops and proto troops and things, don't they? So I think slushies will feature somewhere, but I think it'll be in a bio. I personally think this is leaning towards an event, and the reason why I say event is because, again, in the video that was posted this afternoon, you can see in the background of the video that it's quite clearly Dr. T's Volcano Island. That's blatantly obvious. But you can see the volcano there. So I'd say it's something to do with Dr. T and maybe the Volcano Island. Perhaps.
That would make sense because that cycle of evil, you know, imitation game, it's been around for a while, but it's a one-off.
Yeah.
Hammerman attacks a one-off. War Factory is a one-off. But those other 4 days are kind of filled with that same monotonous drudge of Dr. T's Volcano Island.
They definitely need to do something on that.
It would be, I think, you know, keep the one round of Dr. T's Volcano Island, you know, the big one and the small one, but to repeat it again at the end of the week, it's kind of a bit arduous. And let's face it, the only reason that we do it is for purple statues. And as soon as you've got that unicorn, it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
So do you think that's why they've taken the V out then for the Volcano Island?
Okay. There you go. That links back to the V on the fridge there, doesn't it? So yeah, we were talking about the V being missing out of the word evil. That does make sense. And you can see all the trees and that in the background again. It's, you know, the whole island theme. It's not icy. It's quite clearly the tropical sort of theme from the general game play. So, you know, that's like I said about the tropical things being in the background. That's why I say about the Volcano Island, because that's tropical too, you know. So it all does sort of tie in with each other, but not in any obvious way, I don't think. I think in conclusion, it's a case of we don't really know what's coming, but something is coming, and that can only be good. Something's better than nothing, am I right?
That's
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I think we'll wrap it up there. Let us know in the comments, guys, what you think all this means. Crack on with your conspiracy theories. We absolutely love reading about what you think it might be. And if you can find a hidden message in any of this, or if you can crack the code, you let us know, and we'll bring you in as a guest speaker on a video, and we'll get into it. I want to say thanks to Lolo and Nanna Kay for coming on call for us tonight, being our community representatives, so to speak. Getting your views has been great.
Me, guys.
Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks a lot for coming in.
Yeah, we will. We'll sign off, guys. You let us know what you think, and we will see you for the next one. Laters.